the world of strength, records are more than numbers. They are the limits of human possibility. Walls built to contain the impossible. And every once in a while, a man comes along who smashes through those walls. Rewriting history with his bare hands. Cut to Hafthor, the mountain. Bjornsson tightening his belt, chalk covering his massive hands. This is the story of the moment strength itself was redefined.
Of Iceland, 510 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is! Wow! And the first thing that comes to mind when you look at that is the fact that that was easy. Ladies and gentlemen, look upon the mountain!
Before he was the strongest man in the world, before he was known as the Mountain from Game of Thrones, Hafþór Björnsson was just a kid from Iceland. With a dream and a fire in his heart, standing at 6 feet 9 inches, towering over everyone around him, Bjornsson was born to be different. But being big doesn't automatically make you strong. Strength like his isn't given, it's built. With blood, with sacrifice, and with an obsession most men will never understand. Clips of young Bjornsson training, sweating, pushing limits. From powerlifting to strongman, to becoming a global icon, Bjornsson built himself into a legend. But legends aren't satisfied with what's been done. They live to do what no one else dares attempt. Deadlift, the king of lifts. A raw test of willpower, pain tolerance, and brute force. It doesn't care how tall you are, how famous you are, or what excuses you carry. The bar only asks one question. Can you pick me up? For years, the deadlift record stood as an untouchable mountain. 500 kilograms, half a metric ton. First conquered by Eddie Hall in 2016. A lift so brutal, so punishing, that Hall collapsed immediately after, his body nearly shutting down from the strain. said it would never be broken. That 500 kilos was the ceiling, the limit of human strength. But Bjornsson, he doesn't believe in limits. You don't walk into a lift like 510 kilograms unprepared. Every single day leading up to it was war. War with the weights. War with his body. War with doubt. For months, Bjornsson trained with precision. Every deadlift session, every accessory movement, every recovery protocol, designed for one single purpose. To do the impossible. He wasn't just training his body, he was training his mind. Because when the weight on the bar is that heavy, the difference between success and failure comes down to one thing. Plates bending under the weight. Every plate added was another step toward immortality. Believe. And then, the day arrived. A stage set in Iceland, cameras rolling, the eyes of the strength world locked on one man and one barbell. "510 kilograms, 1,124 pounds. The bar was loaded with more weight than any human had ever attempted to move. The room was silent, heavy with anticipation. Bjornsson approached the bar. Chalk flew into the air like smoke before battle. He locked his belt. He wrapped his massive hands around the steel. And in that moment, the world held its breath. With a roar that shook the walls, Thor pulled. The bar bent. His face turned red with pressure. Every muscle in his colossal frame screamed in defiance. inch by inch, higher and higher, until finally it locked out. 510 kilograms, world record. The room erupted. History was made. A new king of the deadlift was crowned. This wasn't just about lifting a number. This was about proving the impossible wrong. About pushing past what the world thought could never be done. With that lift, Hafþór Björnsson didn't just set a record. He redefined human potential. He carried the weight of history. And he stood tall, unbroken, show Thor raising his arms, sweat pouring down, his name etched into the record books. But make no mistake, records are not forever. Someday, someone will come to challenge it. That's the beauty of strength. It has no finish line, only milestones. And 510 kilograms is now the mark all warriors must chase. Bjornsson showed us something greater than power. He showed us the meaning of persistence, that no matter what the world says is impossible, it can be done. This wasn't just a lift. It was a statement, a reminder that human beings